What's up, everybody? This is TEKNOBLAST on Technos. I got Sammy V and the sickest SIKSLAYER in the
What up? What up?
panel.
What up? What up?
We are waiting for another guy, but I won't call him out right now. I'll just leave it as is. And a lot has happened since the last time I went live. We tried to do it last week, but things come up that we weren't able to do so. So here we are again on a Tuesday night, trying to get some gaming topics in of what happened in the last few days. So how's it going, guys?
Doing good, doing good. Me and Sammy here were having a bit of a discussion. We attained some knowledge in
Yes.
common that we didn't have before the conversation. That's always good. Speaking about that Halo Battle Pass, I didn't know that
Yeah.
the cheapest pass basically gives you the stuff that you can't unlock from playing, but if you complete the pass, basically you get those points back to reinvest to the next season. I didn't know about that detail. So if you love Halo enough, there's nothing you can't get for essentially free.
Well, if you
But
love
they're
Halo,
holding on to
you
those
should,
$10.
they should know that by now the season 2 is out. You can download
Yep.
it right now, play it. You
Everybody's
could,
been talking about that everywhere. Yep.
yep, you can get the battle pass. They got the what is it, like $10, I guess. The cheapest one is, I
Yeah.
guess they go by credits. So
Mhm.
1,000 credits for
1,000
the
credits. I say $12 after taxes and
Right.
28 for the premium.
right. So there's two tiers. You got the premium, which is am I reading this right? The premium is the cheapest one, is 1,000 credits, and I guess you could unlock stuff that's locked up as you unlock levels. Is that how it goes?
It pretty much gives you the ability of unlocking all the
Unlockables?
unlockables
Yeah.
there. Yet if you don't go for it, you can still play for free. Yet 1 out of 5, 1 out of 7, depending on how they've gotten it set up, you could unlock those. Yet if you want to have the full experience of enjoying full customization on your armor, as well as earning the 1,000 credits back throughout grinding out all 100 levels, it's $10 right there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And then the premium one gives you everything, and gives you 25 levels. Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah, they said 25 levels with XPs and swaps included in there as well.
Wait. So you mean if you pay how much?
28 Canadian so far, it says over here.
Okay, so I imagine that's probably like $30 American or something. But so if you pay, I assume to be $30, we'll have to confirm that. But you pay $30, you basically get everything unlocked, and they boost you to level 25 just by paying money.
Yep. So they boost you 25 levels up.
Yeah.
And everything is unlocked.
Everything's unlocked. Yeah.
Unlocked, and
For
better grind it out. Yeah.
right. Oh, but you still have to grind to actually unlock them, though.
Yes.
Here,
Yes.
Right here, it says it right here on the battle pass. I'll definitely clear it out right here. Double check here for you.
Because it sounds like I have a question to have immediately after that. What's the point of paying?
Yeah, it gives you
and unlock it.
It jumps you from level 1 to level 25, and anything within that 25 range, they give you all the cosmetics and little rewards of it. From then on, you have to unlock it by grinding.
Oh, okay. So it puts you ahead of the game, but you still have to play yourself to unlock everything fully.
Ahead
so
of 20.
Nothing that you can. So basically, there's no price that you can, pay up where it unlocks everything, no effort.
No,
that does not exist.
Right.
Wow, people really need to be educated about these things before they start complaining about battle passes and stuff. Because as far as I've ever seen with battle passes, except when you talk about EA with Battlefield and such, particularly with Microsoft, this is how it's always been. It's always been proper. Like, they don't cheat you out of anything. Either you play and you unlock it, or it unlocks everything for you because you paid for it. So okay, you unlocked it, but it's never a thing where they cheat you out of your money or they make the unlock rate too hard or whatever. In fact, wasn't Halo, a little bit criticized in that regard early on, and they tweaked it like within the first week?
Oh, Halo gets criticized no matter what.
Well, right. I mean, honestly, but honest criticism in this regard, though. Like, I could have sworn I remembered that, some people were complaining about the rate that things were unlocking within a week on the patch to where it is now, and people are basically happy with that now.
They got to understand too. It's their first game in this kind of model, so you gotta.
As well as this for Halo 5 multiplayer, they had 152 ranking, And between 145 and going above, good luck. They would take you like 5 years for it to unlock. That's how much of a grind we had to put it in. Yet with the Halo multiplayer, yet it's diverse. It's for everybody and new audience to join us and play. They've relaxed on it a little bit and get us to enjoy grinding it out and give us customization as soon as we could get it there.
Now, Sick, you were saying you don't play much of the multiplayer. Is that right?
I haven't played the multiplayer of a Halo game since Halo 3, I would say.
Okay.
Actively.
Let me stop you right there, because I was on Legal Show the other day, and J-Rock was on there, and we were talking about that, and they were asking me, hey, Tech, it's like, when's the last time you played multiplayer in Halo? And it's like, since Halo 3, just like you. I was like, because I think every Halo multiplayer that's come up afterwards, after Halo 3, it got too gimmicky and I didn't like it. I got
we debated some of this, I think, pre-show and stuff like that.
Right. So we talked about that.
Yeah.
And then J-Rock was like, you got to try it out. Just give it a go and see if you like it. I'm like, okay. So I did one day. I jumped on, played like a big team battle, which is more like Conquest, if
like
you will.
Warzone or something like that.
Yeah. And let me tell you this, man, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
That's cool.
It felt old school. Like,
that's cool.
Back to its roots, back Halo 3 style. That's what it felt like to me.
See, and this is why I remember we did discuss a little bit of this. I guess it was on the show or whatnot. But kick Sick off the pod. Hey, 100, man. You know I'm not too happy about a little bit, but I don't hate you, man. I always appreciate the support you always giving me. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. But so we discussed this before, and so Halo 4. A lot of people didn't like that in particular because they tried to be like Halo-esque Call of Duty or something, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing. A lot of people complain about that. I can't debate that for or against, right? Halo Reach had some other things that seemed to be a lot superior, particularly the unlock system, because there was a lot to unlock, right? In terms of cosmetics. That was great, right? Halo 5 was the one that you said you didn't like, but I liked it because there was a gameplay balance where you could run around and dash and all that, but when you're running, you can't recharge your shield. That was the gameplay balance, right? So that felt good to me. But like I said in the pre-show, I've bled all that blood away. I'm not multiplayered out no more, man. I've done all of that already. I've beaten whiteheads to the meat on Xbox Live with a multitude of games. Look at my achievement list, particularly in the 360 era. I've just bled that blood away. I'm just not that kind of lion anymore, bro.
No, we're gonna bring that line back, man.
We'll see about that.
You gotta try it out.
Halo
you gotta try it out.
Cool, and this multiplayer does look good. I guess,
Just like J-Rock told me, man. Just try it out a couple of games. You'll like it. And sure enough, man, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I also went back a little bit on Titanfall 2 and played a little multiplayer there. Man, almost got sucked in and started playing dedicated Titanfall because I love that game, man.
That Titanfall, I keep going over its campaign. It's just phenomenal.
The campaign, man. I bought that game on PC full price just before they dropped it to 20, right? And I don't regret it because it was a good game. And I knew it was a good game. It was a great, and I never played the multiplayer. Like I said, I'm multiplayered out. I don't really rock multiplayer anymore. But single player, I knew that was going to be a dope game. From when I saw the trailers and everything else, like they showed enough that you knew the single player was going to be dope. And so I didn't regret for a second that I had to pay full price on that game. And days later, they dropped the price. And I could have asked Steam for a refund or whatever. I didn't care. It was actually it wasn't
worth it. It's worth it.
It was worth it.
You know what?
It was worth it. I don't regret.
I'll tell you right now. I bought it twice. One on PlayStation and one on Xbox.
Yeah, I bought it on Xbox after the fact. Yep.
I got very fortunate. I got the game for less than $10. It came with the full edition add-on and everything.
Ooh,
One thing that blows my mind away with this game is level 1. When you drop down and then you kick open your pod, and that graphics in the scene and the gunfire is right away. Just that was.
Yep.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I could relive and replay that every day and just be amazed on how creative and crazy on that level is. It's just crazy.
Did you guys even notice who walked into the room?
Yeah, I was just about to say, say, Tech, where are your manners? Look at him talking about you and the homies here, and you don't even introduce him.
I know. We got the realist
just slid
in.
in.
Now. He just slid in, just
Realist.
like Rangy 4, man. He's sliding through.
What's up, fellas?
What's up,
What's up,
homie?
man? Ooh, you sound loud. You got a good microphone?
Am I too loud?
No, you're
to me.
good.
You're good.
No,
You're good.
Oh, okay. No, man, I'm prepared, man. You notice I didn't have any technical difficulties.
Nope.
Nice. You come prepared.
Got it
That's
all
good.
set
That's
up.
good.
Nah,
What?
man, something happened with my phone, man. That's all. Like
Oh,
I
really?
can't figure out
Oh,
still, but I think I found I had to get a mobile mic.
Your Fold 3?
Yeah, the Fold 3. Yeah, the Fold 3. Hey, it's something with the update, I guess. But y'all, this is the gaming show.
Yeah. We'll talk about tech later if we ever get to the chance to. But Sammy V, tell us what you told me earlier in the back in the back studio with the Xbox Series S running at what for Halo?
It's running. You could have 2 modes. I do believe it goes up to 120 hertz. That they said.
On which system?
Series S,
Which system?
Little man.
the beast.
The
Lil
Little
Man?
Beast, the Kevin
Lil
Hart
Man is doing
edition.
The Kevin edition.
The Kevin
There's
Hart
this
edition.
optimizing on the
Oh my
way.
god, no.
Yeah, so
Okay.
right now the Xbox Series S consoles now support 120 hertz refresh option. Xbox Series X now supports a 30 hertz to 60 option. You can choose between the two for the Series X and 120 for the Series S.
Wow. That little
Hey,
guy.
Sammy, would you post the link in the little chat here for StreamYard?
For
In
sure.
fact, I'll type the word here so you see what I'm talking about.
That is crazy. That little beast, the little Kevin Hart edition, Series S, can do 120 right
Well,
now.
It just goes to show. I thought it did from day one. Excuse me. I thought it did from day one.
Certain
right?
games. For certain games.
Right. But Halo, I just thought it did. I just assumed. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
No,
it
they
did.
promised it. They promised that it would.
They promised that it would. Okay, but it didn't until now. Okay.
Right. Yeah, because that's why they were making fun of the Series S. Oh, we told y'all that it was holding back gaming and this and that. They can't even get it working on their console after
How is
promoting the
that holding
VR and
back
all that.
anything, though? How is that holding
It's,
back
it, look,
anything?
man,
If the Series
I'm
S
just regurgitating pony narrative, bro. That's
Even
all.
the narratives don't make sense because holding back would mean the Series X was also 60. That would be holding back. If the Series S is
Yeah. Well,
only 60 up until now.
wasn't it didn't it have a 30 frame mode too when it first came out
No.
on the Series S?
No. Halo used to be a 30 frame
Series
per
S
second game
was
until
30 and,
Halo 5.
60.
Okay.
The Series S with the Halo was 30 and 60. They just updated it to go up to 120.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it was 30 and 60. Now it's 60 and
Yeah,
120.
that's what I thought. I just don't have any source material.
Okay, because I remember all the Halo games were 30 frames up until Halo 5. That was the first one that was 60.
Oh, look who finally arrived.
Look who finally arrived. I've been sitting back here in this damn dungeon. Look who finally saw me here. What are we talking about? The VRR bull crap that we already knew about?
No,
What are we
we're not
talking
there
about?
yet.
Not yet. We're
We're
talking about Halo.
Halo and 120 hertz. It can do all the little Kevin Hart edition.
With VRR.
Man, get to the. I'll let y'all talk about Halo. I'm ready to get to the real stuff.
Oh boy.
It don't get no realer than Halo. What you mean?
He's a Gears head, don't forget.
So who's-
okay, yeah.
Besides Sammy and myself, who's played the multiplayer at all?
Oh, I got about 80 hours.
What are you talking about?
It's my favorite shooter on the market.
It's your favorite shooter?
Yep.
Somebody told me you like Death Stranding.
No.
Wow. You, sir, you better watch your mouth. You keep talking flagrant tech. You keep
All
talking flagrant.
hell to
Yo,
Xbox Series S.
On some corners of these streets, man, them's fighting words. All right, I'm just saying.
Fighting on this corner. You tripping.
1, 2, 3. Did somebody drop? Oh no, we're good.
That little Kevin Hart showing his ass off right now.
He is, man. The
Look
Kevin
how
Hart.
he grew up. Look how he grew up.
Kevin Hart edition is flexing its muscles. It can do a lot more than some other platforms that are out there. Some say that it couldn't because of its size, and it proved everybody wrong.
Yeah.
Every month something always comes out that the Series S can do this, the Series S can do that, and while the other ones are just either trying to do something and fails, or they
Some
catch
people
up.
thought it didn't even exist.
Yo,
Like
Tech.
when the rumors were out there.
Yeah.
Yo, Tech.
Yeah.
If they can all of a sudden make the Series S 120 hertz, right? Imagine what they're about to all of a sudden do for the X.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You're right.
I mean, but they've been making fun of the tools this whole time. Like, I don't know why anybody would have a reason to lie. I know that like sometimes they twist the truth, but they told us that it would be able to do everything that the Xbox Series X could do at a lower resolution.
Yeah.
Now we all like the tools. Yet the tools being late, like that's just not applicable to like third party. I mean, Xbox first party had to catch up too.
Yep.
And as time goes on, you'll start to see more and more what they're able to do. And it'll be day one as opposed to a year later.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember the earliest days in this generation when a couple of PlayStation games were outperforming Xbox, and you could tell it definitely was a software issue, not a hardware issue. Like Microsoft,
but that's the first thing everybody wants to blame. Oh, look at the hardware, it can't do it. And it's like, no, the hardware's there.
Right. Quickly that got dealt with. That doesn't happen anymore. But nobody wants to bring that up. But PlayStation fans love to bring up the early days like it's still the case now.
Because they're stuck in the VHS mode. They don't understand that. Talking hardware talk in 2022 is lame. But they don't get it because they corny. They goofy like that. Imagine going over the PlayStation donkeys are like going over to my old uncle's house, right? And he wants me to watch movies with him. And he goes into his closet, he picks up some old VHS tapes and puts them in, and they're like RoboCops and stuff. And he wants us to sit there and have fun
with wrong with VHS?
What's wrong with it? There ain't none. There isn't any VHS.
This might sound stupid, but the Series X also supports the 30 hertz mode. And that might sound stupid. But
no, that does not sound stupid. I was talking to I'm glad you mentioned that, Sid, because I posted about it. But I was telling Realist that before the show, I was like, that's not stupid. Because think about it, Sid. What does Microsoft do best with Xbox? They cover all their fan base. So what that's saying is, if you haven't upgraded to a new technology TV, we got you covered.
Yeah.
No, but 30 hertz is something anybody could do because all TVs are 60 hertz, you know.
Facts, but it stabilizes it.
But when you drop it down to 30, you can up the graphics and other things. So if you're just single player and that's what you want to do and you're not concerned about multiplayer, like I was saying earlier, I'm not too interested in multiplayer, although I might try it in the future, right? You could see the resolution will be
better. It will be more rich. Exactly.
Right. The details can be improved. So that's the big deal to have that on the Series X. I would love to see that on the PC where, 6-7 years from now when video cards are like a couple generations on from what we have now, we could see, because the game will still be active then. They'll still be making content for it in about 5 or 6 years because they were saying, a 10-year plan, right? So imagine what they're doing now sets the stage for the future as far as 5 years or more into the future. The moves they make now. Very important.
And plus, they've already built this technology it's a 10-year technology plan.
Yeah.
That stuff is already implemented in there with the future of Microsoft's vision. They just don't get it, man. It's almost to the point where you're just going to have to watch it happen. And then we throw the carrots out. There ain't no need of talking about it. They're not going to believe.
Right. Right now in front of their faces. You're absolutely right. That 30 hertz, it's brilliant for them to use. So they support you on what TV you play on.
Right. What TV you play on. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just
won't hurt nobody. It won't hurt nobody.
No, exactly. it's a bonus for us, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free. And the next thing I'm seeing here is the bots. The bots are smart, and they're giving examples as to why the bots are smarter. Now they'll jump into allied vehicles, and hop on the gun because they didn't have that before. Now
And
they have that.
Machine learning built in both boxes.
Yeah. It's in
It's
both machines. Yep.
happening right now.
Yeah.
E3 coming up, it's over. It's
Yeah.
over right now for these ponies. Now they're just sitting there waiting to see what we're all about and what we're up to, while they're trying to figure out their overheating external SSD. Fake hard
He's
drive.
not lying. They're just over there just looking at how great we're gonna be now. It's just sad. It's
Hey man, shout out to Spike It, man. He's in the chatterbox. He says
shout out,
tons
brother.
of fun with season 2.
Shout outs to him.
Enjoy, brother.
Yeah, have fun. I haven't jumped in yet, so hopefully tonight I'll get some time to jump in and check it out.
Yeah, me and Sammy gonna do that flood run. We're gonna do that flood run over there on the MCC. So don't.
Is that like the horde mode?
That'd be Master Chief Collection.
Yep, MCC won't. We're gonna get over there, man, and do some flood soon. I'm gonna put it on the Twitch.
Oh, that's gonna be really hot being on that Twitch. It's good. That flood is just gonna be violence, pure violence on that one.
Nice, nice.
All right, man. Next thing I got up right now. The next topic of the day will be Game Pass. The Bethesda show. It's gonna be big time, man. They say that this is the rumors. You know me, man. You've known me long enough. I hate rumors. I want to hear it straight from the company themselves. But I guess some people have to talk about it, and we have to also that every studio is going to show something at least.
That's great. Sounds like Armageddon.
Oh yeah. as much as he's cracking jokes, it truly is. A lot of people was worried about that day.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it out there on Tech Show. A day of apocalypse is upon you now. It's coming.
Yeah.
You got 1 more month. So have your fun. Corny post, goofy, like my man really say. Be goofy on social networks. Be goofy on Twitter. Do your thing. Whatever you got to do, man. I'm just TikToking all of y'all, bro. TikToking. And I ain't even talking about the social media one.
And then keep them on their toes. Just get ready to hear some more studio acquisition in that show.
Ooh, Sammy coming with some bold predictions.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, I want to hear this speculation.
It's not so bold because it does sound plausible, does it not?
No, it does. Ubisoft. I'm a root for Ubisoft. I've been saying it since last year. Ubisoft.
That's the perfect time for whoever it is to be announced. That's the perfect time for sure.
Y'all think that they would be trying to hunt down another FTC case in the middle of another one?
Well,
see, if they did get another studio, it would be something like IO or who's doing Avalanche or something like that. I don't think that they would be on the move right now, because that would strengthen them, using their money to bully the industry type of case for them.
They've already been saying that since Activision.
They're building.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine though. Like, it's just one. This is the first. Well, Bethesda was not as big.
I think the minimum.
Yeah, but Bethesda was.
Ubisoft Plus is going to be on Game Pass at the minimum. I feel.
I don't think so. How are they going to do that? Y'all know how much Ubisoft Plus is?
How much is EA Play?
$5.
And
It's
Ubisoft
like
Plus is how much?
$15. $30 a year. $30?
No,
Really?
it's $15 per month.
Okay, well here's the thing about
that's all cool, but when you're partnering with somebody, your money everywhere else stays the same. You know what I mean? That where you're at with your partnership, has to stay like that.
Look, the only way that I see it making sense is if Xbox can somehow give them money up front, right?
Yeah.
And how much would that take? Because basically right now, not EA Play, Game Pass Ultimate, right? That's $15. It was $10 for just Game Pass, and they want to roll everybody out of gold anyway. So they're basically giving them the extra $5 for the Ultimate subscribers, if not just paying them up front. But I don't see how they could roll a $15 service into an even better $15 service and keep the price the same.
Well, they can't, number one. But here's the thing about that. Everybody knows one day, and we discussed this before, right? One day the price of Game Pass will increase, right?
It's going to go up.
Right. Now then.
And I say it's going to be $5.
I agree.
No, that's too much.
I agree, by the way. At least it'll...
You think that they're going to raise the price by $5 in one lick?
Not no time soon, people.
Not no time soon, number one. Yeah. Right. Not number one. Well, I agree, but at the same time, you ask that question, I could see it being up to $17.99 or something like that, right? But my point being, how much is a fair enough price for all that you get, where even if it was $30, that it would matter? If you got all of Ubisoft, all of EA, and let's say all of Activision, right?
I got a question for that.
For $30 a month, you're not spending $60 on a game every month. That's one game a month that you don't have to buy.
I would have to say,
I want. Here's what I want to explain something to everybody with this Game Pass. Game Pass is not your traditional.
Still cheaper than Netflix.
It's not your traditional situation. Like, we don't look at Game Pass as, oh look, it's cheaper still with one game, right? We get that. But people don't buy one game every month because a new game don't come out every month, right?
Right.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, new games come out every month.
Look, man.
That's the point I was making.
Let's don't get detailish, because the new games that come out every month are not $60, $70 a month.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they
no, they're
are.
not.
Yes, they are. That's the
point.
That's the point.
Listen, bro. None of these blockbuster games, all right? Y'all want to get too detailish. Nobody's buying these big blockbuster games, right? All at once in 1 month's time.
Listen,
each month, okay?
You don't have to buy them at one time if they come out every month.
They come out different months, right? One game, okay? One game. All right, that one game has to make it off of itself, right? That's where the money's at. It's not the fact that you buy it. It has to be bought by millions of people, right? And that's how it's going to survive. It's not going to survive by 1,000 here a month, 2,000 next month, 20,000 next. It's got to sell and make that money off top, because when it's published and when it's coming through it like that, retail get their money, the publishers get their money, shipments get their money. Everybody's dipping in it, right? So it has to score big for it to turn profit, to make sense, for the devs to get money. But Game Pass is the other way around. It's almost like the opposite around. Devs get their money off top. Devs ain't going
but where
through
does
all
that money come from, Legal?
Comes from Big Bank.
Big Bank gonna run out.
Because Big Bank don't run out. You know why Big
Bank ain't infinite. That's Halo.
Big Bank. Let me tell you why Big Bank. Of course, it's not infinite, but let me let you know how $3 trillion ain't gonna run out. Why $3 trillion don't run out, right? By no corporation like Microsoft that's been here since 1985. You know what I'm saying? Because Microsoft has to burn a lot of money. They have to give a lot of money. Companies that make a lot of money have to give a lot of money. So guess what you think their donations are going to? There you go. So what do you think? That's right, Tech. To avoid paying taxes, they give. So who do you think Microsoft is giving to? Their fan base. The money that y'all are talking about. Well, they're giving money. It's not messing them.
My dad owns a company, and towards the end of the year, he's like, "Man, I got to spend some of this money because I'm going to get taxed on it."
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. So what I'm trying to tell everybody in secret, really, because people still don't get it, right, is that Game Pass is the throwaway money. Microsoft found a beautiful place to put their giving money, and guess what they did? They helping the industry with it.
There's no such thing as throwing it away. All right, so, you have to spend it. If you notice the surplus, the surplus still stands at 140 billion that they need to spend before June.
Look,
right?
bro, look, they
have 70 of that accounted for Activision, right? But that number hasn't changed even with all these Game Pass deals.
That's good. Okay? But what does it have to do with the service
what you're describing is a write-off. They're not giving anything away. Right, and they're not even writing this stuff off.
So then you prove my point.
Somewhere.
So how's it?
It's not coming from the surplus.
You just proved my point.
No, it's not coming from the surplus because that number hasn't changed.
So how is that hurting the bank?
What bank, man?
You just told me that the bank would be hurt,
I'm
right?
trying to follow your analogy, right? Like we know Microsoft has a lot of money, but what I'm talking about is the 140, like Tech and I think that was Sammy who said that they had to spend the money, right? That money hasn't changed. They've tried to buy TikTok. They've tried to buy this, whatever with the little happy man.
Jumped your stuff. I get what you're saying, bro.
I just need you to help me jump myself.
You just jumped your stuff right out of the ballpark. It's simple. I told you. You proved my point. Everything you just said doesn't hurt the bank. So my point is, where are you coming at?
So now your point is that it doesn't hurt the bank.
So how?
That's your point now, that it doesn't hurt.
Money.
So watch this, Eli.
I'm trying to figure out where the money comes from.
How's the money? I just told you.
It's not infinite money. They don't have unlimited money. Money is not limited. I mean, it's limited.
I just told you. Look, man. Look,
but
the money. He's really confused about this. How long has Game Pass been out, Realist?
17.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you telling me from
you didn't lose me. I said 17.
I clicked the wrong thing.
Right. Yeah. You're telling me, you're asking me where does the money come from, right? And Game Pass been out for 5 years. Game Pass got almost 30 million subscribers already. That's current money. And you're asking me where does the money come from? Then you want me to be dumb. You want me to be dumb, right? And say I don't know, right? I don't know. That's how Square Enix.
No, I don't want you to be dumb, because this all started from the Ubisoft. This all started from the Ubisoft discussion. And that money has to come from somewhere. You can't take. You have to. What are they going to do? They're going to give them upfront money? We don't know that. But I don't understand how a service that provides game with downloadable content, day one games, day one DLC, $15. You're going to throw that in the service and continue to charge the customers the same $15.
Right. Okay. Now this is where.
Hold on, Sick. Hold on. My last point is this. Sick. You can have it. Realist just jumped this ship again. Game Pass has been out for 5 years, fam, and you still asking that question. So what's gonna happen 5 years later? You still gonna be asking how they doing it?
You keep telling me I'm jumping myself, and you have yet to answer the question.
Now ask me this. And I already told you, they're making money off of Game Pass. They're making money off of Game Pass. You act like they're not making money. You say, where is the money coming from? The service been out for 5 years.
Okay. I explained to you how EA Play works, but I need for you to understand, help me understand how $15 going into a $15 plan is going to work.
I don't. You can't figure that one out. I can't figure that one out. But here it is. Name me one service, right? That's $30 right now. Name me one. None. Thank you. Done talking.
All right. Listen. Even if it was 30 per se, but I'm just jumping to 20 with the $5, right? Although in the middle of me saying that, Realistic get the thing that he doesn't expect it. $5 on the first jump, and I can't front. It makes sense too, right? However, let's say it was the $5. Okay, just entertain me, right? What Realist asked was, Ubisoft Plus is already $15 a month. How can they get Ubisoft Plus onto Game Pass and not charge more than what it's already $15 a month? So Ubisoft would have to be losing. Somebody has to be losing something to get that to happen. That would be Microsoft in one way or another. Either they give up money to Ubisoft up front to cover them or whatever. But somebody's paying for that. Now, of course, Microsoft obviously didn't expect that they're going to expect to get more. Just chill. You said your piece. Microsoft obviously is going to
but you in the same field as him. You just jumped your ship. Both of y'all are confused. How do they make their money? Somebody's losing money on something. How are they losing money? Tell me. Explain how they losing money. Explain how they losing money. Siege Extraction, right? Siege Extraction is already on Game Pass. So who's losing money on that?
Let me finish.
That's one game.
I don't even know about
how they losing money on it. I don't care if it's one game. I don't care if it's half a game
because nobody likes it.
Oh my god, yo, chill, everybody, chill. I'm making a point. Interrupting me at the point of transition into the actual point. That's when you cut me off. So chill. What I'm saying is, let's say it was $20 a month, right? All you have to do is buy one less $60 game, right? Every like 2 or 3 months, one less, and it covers the cost of the Game Pass. No, as a consumer, one less game that you don't have to buy $60 because it wasn't on Game Pass. That now is, that covers it for 3 months because 2020. That's the $60 right there.
Oh my God, we're still talking about the $60.
That's just one example. There's many ways to skin that cat, depending on how you spend your money on your games. This past weekend, I spent close to $60 on 2 games.
Who cares? It doesn't work like that.
If they were on Game Pass, I wouldn't have spent nothing. And that $60 that'd still be in my pocket instead.
Yeah.
So for Ubisoft Plus, if they get Ubisoft Plus on Game Pass, that's how they could do it. Not for them.
Oh my God.
But for us. More people will see the service and be like, yo, I need to be on Game Pass because now I don't have to spend $60 every year.
Still talking about $60.
Because that's what games cost on Xbox.
It's not how it works. It's not how Game Pass works.
Okay, did anybody disagree with my logic in terms of besides legal?
Buying a game for $60.
You keep harping on the fact that I'm saying $60 and
it's not based off of that. That's why y'all are in the water drowning. I gotta throw out life preservers for y'all because you keep talking.
Nah, man, you're the only one on your ship.
When you keep bringing up, when you keep bringing up $60, look, when they keep talking about $60, right? You're talking VHS talk because Microsoft is past that. Listen, Game Pass works like this. They make money with their game just sitting there, just like what Real is like. Nobody plays it, nobody has to play it. The game is on Game Pass, so Ubisoft is making money while it sits on Game Pass. Even if you don't play it, right? Because that's how the deal works.
We don't know unless they announce the structure of the deal because some have to be played.
Yep.
Look, bro,
to get paid.
Let me tell you something that y'all both don't know. Okay. I've seen the words myself with my own eyes. Okay.
Are you driving? Are you driving?
Yeah, I'm driving. Why?
Oh man, you better calm down.
Why? You jive turkey?
Listen, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Listen, I'm good.
Let that jive turkey get his word.
I'm good because they don't know how it works. So they keep talking about the $60. How's somebody going to make the money? I'm telling them. That they can believe me. They can believe me or not. But here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say again. I've seen the message, right? I've seen the message with my own eyes. How Game Pass works. All right. There's games on Game Pass. Doesn't matter if you play them or not. All right. They're on Game Pass, so they're getting paid. When you download them, when you download that game, Microsoft gets paid. All right. That's the simplest form of it all right there. So don't worry about how they making their money or $60, anything. It's not based off of that. Okay? None of that. So when I said Siege Extraction is in Game Pass, how's Ubisoft losing money on that, right? How are they losing money on that? Nobody can answer me, right?
How was Siege losing money? Siege lost money when they decided to start developing it.
Yeah.
How?
When they decided to start developing it. Like nobody wanted it from the day it was announced.
Yep.
Bro, is it sitting in Game Pass? Once again, VHS talk. Is it sitting in Game Pass?
Look, Legal, you would have a ring the alarm.
Okay.
Look, you would have a point.
Why would it make sense?
You would have a point if they didn't come out and say that every game has its own payment structure. Like, just not all games sitting in Game Pass are generating money for the developer.
We discussed that 3 weeks ago. We went into the details about that.
Look, there's no game on Game Pass, right, where it's not benefiting the developer, or the games wouldn't even be on Game Pass. Would make absolutely no sense at all. Okay. So let's just go. Let's start from there. How would it even make sense for you to put your game on Game Pass and you get nothing out of that? And what's the point of your game sitting there month after month after month after month after month, and you ain't getting nothing out of it? Okay, so we know there's a second way they do it, right? I told you one way.
We've gone from subscription services to individual games.
Right.
Now I can see if you said something like what Dr. Vodka said, where they might help them with their infrastructure.
Yeah.
But we're trying to figure out how is it feasible to make a $15 service into to merge a $15 service with a $15 service and keep the price the same.
Right.
Just told you. I just told you. When you make a partnership deal, right? When you make a partnership deal with somebody, your price doesn't have to stay the same with your partnership. You still ain't making your dollars that's not stopping.
Well, then I'm with the ponies then, man. Microsoft Game Pass ain't making no money then. I'm with the ponies.
Look, you can be with the ponies all you want. Look, you can be with the ponies all you want. I don't look.
That's what that means. Bro.
Look,
right.
Look. It's almost as bad as somebody thinking that, right? It's almost as bad as somebody thinking that when you go to a dealership, that every car on that dealership is top dollar, right? And if I don't buy that car top dollar, my question is, well, then how does the maker or the dealer or the guy make money off this car, right? Same kind. So if you ain't never sold a car and you don't know how to skin a cat, right? There's slogans to this, right? There's many ways to skin a cat. There's many ways to hustle. There's many ways. There's many ways to get your dollar bill, right? So when you're selling a car, right? When you're selling a car, everybody knows that you just don't sell that car.
Skinning scats, though.
You know what I'm saying? You got to open it up. Sometimes your license. Look,
violent strings, man.
Sometimes you put your license plate and all that into the deal as well, right?
Poor
pay
cats,
that stuff
man.
out.
I'm just thinking about the cats.
So if you're a developing team, right? You're just getting out and you're just getting started. If Microsoft gave you, let's say, $150,000, you ain't gonna take that. Tell me how $150,000 is hurting Microsoft.
Once again, legal. We've gone to individual games from a subscription service, man. I just need to know how that makes sense. They're just gonna they're gonna throw them money.
All right, legal. I'm telling you, you're not listening to what he's asking you.
I am listening to it and understand it. Let me say it again. I'll say it one more time.
All right, man. One more time. We're done with the topic.
Because your partnership money. Look, here's my answer for like the fourth time. Because your partnership money does not have to change, right? Does not have to be the same as your non-partnership money. That's not going to stop you from making money because you lower your price somewhere else.
That's true.
That's how.
That is
That's how, Sammy. Sammy, how are they confused about that?
Let me get this in the clear. Ubisoft is $15. They can get $15 elsewhere. With Game Pass, they'll make a partnership and do their deal there. That's all there's to it.
But okay, legal. You said enough. I just want to say, number one, I wasn't talking about any of that. I'm talking about my pockets. I'm not worried about Microsoft and Ubisoft. Those are billion-dollar corporations. I don't give a. I gotta censor myself, okay? But I'm just saying, I don't care about their pockets.
Okay,
they got people who get paid to worry about their pockets for them, right? I'm worried about my pockets, right? And if Ubisoft Plus, the whole kit and caboodle, came to Game Pass and they increased the price to $20, and one other smaller developer came along with that, I'm not pissed off at $20 a month because that's mad money.
I agree.
Don't have to spend on games outright. That's all I needed to say. All this other stuff you're talking about, I'm not worried about that. But what
at this point, I do believe that Microsoft is not going to increase $20.
Why y'all won't let Sammy get his bars off?
Sammy, I will let you have that. I just want to say this one other thing. But to what Realist was saying, when Ubisoft's service is $15, Microsoft has to give them the money to cover the loss of not having people pay for Ubisoft Plus. But if Game Pass is still $15 a month, that means that Microsoft is losing money if their subscribers don't go up to make that up for them. And they're betting on that.
That's all I was saying.
Thank you.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
All right.
You asked how would they make money off of it. That's what you asked.
Sammy, the mic is yours.
And I told you.
That's not what I asked, though.
And Sick jumped right off the boat again with that. Sick jumped right off the boat with that. Nobody cares about
Man, somebody sink this dude's battleship, man.
Nobody cares about it. That Sammy got it.
Sink his
And that was it. It was simple. Sammy, take it away. Take it away, Sammy. Give Sammy the mic.
Go ahead, Sammy.
So for your
He's like, I'm out.
No.
Yeah, Slam and Sammy said he out.
I wouldn't
Let him
worry
talk.
about price increase whatsoever. No matter what, Game Pass will be at a stable $16.99 in Canadian markets and however much in other markets there is. For other studios or gigantic, enormous, whatever, Ubisoft, Activision come through, they have a deal in place. And however much
$68 billion.
And that's it. For our pockets, not to worry. It'll always.
Thank you. It ain't for us to worry.
No, it's not.
That's not the concern about. It's not the concern. My thing is, I'm trying to get you guys to tell me how can they put a $15 service into a $15 service, keep the service the same price. None of the
You see
other
what I'm saying,
stuff.
Sammy?
We
You
are
just didn't
consumers. Of course,
I'm
of course,
saying-
of course.
Do I have to say
we
this
care
again?
about our pockets. Of course, we care about our pockets, man. Stop talking over people so we can sink your battleship, sucker.
You're
Look,
saying
man,
a question
look,
that makes
I
no
don't care.
sense now.
I don't care about
So
how
say
they
it
make
again,
money,
realist.
where the money comes from. I just don't see how they can bring that service into Game Pass for the same price that Game Pass costs. It's gonna have to go up, and all of this is a moot point anyway because it's not going into Game Pass.
I don't see how they make a dollar, how they make money off of $1, right? When they ask you to upgrade to Ultimate and it's only $1. Why would they waste that?
Yes, you do, Legal. You're trying to be cute.
All right.
I'm just saying. Hold on, Tech.
Move on, man.
This is the show. This is the highlight of the show, man. Look, that $1, right? That $1. Watch this, Sammy. Watch this, Sammy. Watch this, Sammy. I think Sammy gets it. This $1 that they say,
you
right?
think you got support?
No, it's what it is. It's obvious. I'm bugging out for y'all. I'm bugging out for y'all. Look, the $1, right? The $1 method, right? We would say, well, they lost what, $14 off of that, right?
Emmanuel just came
14,
in. He's
14 or
going
$8
down.
off of it.
The Game Pass is going down.
Price is going down. Imagine that, huh? Imagine that.
That's
the whole point of the dollar
is going down to India.
Look, the whole point of the dollar is to hook customers, right? So if I lose $8 or $14 or $13 off of that, no big deal. If I can hook 2, 3, 4, 5 new subscribers, right? Off of the dollar.
In that regard, we know how drug dealing works. We get it.
What? I ain't talking about no drugs. I'm just saying. I'm not doing a drug dealer analysis.
The same logic.
Yeah, it's true.
You got that money.
But here's what it is, y'all. When you make a partnership deal,
don't make me come back around here looking for you.
That boy still. When you make a partnership deal, it's always going to be different from the top, right? So there's going to be things that we don't see as to how the whole spectrum is about how they make money. Because Microsoft doesn't need nobody's money. So Microsoft could just say,
they need yours.
Well, they're getting it on you know what, man? They're getting it already from my subscription for Game Pass.
They have a legal obligation to
God
try to get
dang
more.
it. They've been getting my money for 5
more.
years. So Microsoft's getting my money. They're getting steady my money. Every month they get it. For 5 years. We're talking about to Eli's question. He's still confused about how could they make $15 on a $15 service plan that they already have. I'm saying easy. You make a partnership deal. That's what you do. And you throw your games on Game Pass. Microsoft doesn't need it. They see exposure. Game Pass just needs exposure. So more people will subscribe.
So now I'm really with the ponies and you feel like Xbox is desperate.
No.
Man, you know what?
Okay.
I can't even
Pause it right
say
there.
I can't even say Realist ain't on it right now.
I
You
got it.
on one.
Let's pause it right here because Emmanuel A1 with a $5 super chat. He says, "Hold it
Muscle
down,
man.
guys," and he puts the fist or the. Emmanuel
A1, A1 is the man.
Yeah, he's always
A1
coming
top supporter out here like Mr. Kima. What's up, baby?
Yeah, he's always out and about, and he's checking us out and everything.
Always lurking,
All
man.
right.
He's always
All right,
lurking, bro.
look, enough with the who makes money, or how much make money, or how are they going to keep the price?
Let's talk about
Prices,
frame rates and lack
Because as a
thereof.
consumer, right now, we just don't care.
Yeah.
Right now, we just
Facts.
don't care until they start raising the prices.
Facts.
As
But-
long as the cost is valued enough, I don't care. I still don't care.
But
But I'm
Facts.
on record saying that I would pay up to $30 for
Yeah.
something like that.
Not
If they
me.
had a lot of publishers, but more publishers.
Well, then get on that basic tier, man.
Facts.
Golly, man.
Facts. I ain't
Yeah,
paying
you don't-
$30 for nothing.
I mean, I buy all of Ubisoft's games, and they drop about 5 a year. So
Yeah.
I was already about to do Ubisoft Plus.
There's emulators that cost less than that put out
Right.
thousands of games. So
Emulators are free.
so staying on the top of Game Pass, but not
I
talk
said
about
you proved my
cost,
point.
because we're not going to talk about cost in this next segment of Game Pass. Let's give a
Why
shout
not?
out to Game Pass itself, because they're going to come out with some games really soon this month. They got what?
There's only one I
7
care
more-
about. Me personally.
7 titles are going to come to Game Pass at no
Actually,
extra
two.
cost and no rising
Garbage.
prices,
Straight garbage.
and it's going to come here. We got NHL 22 and NBA 2. What was it the 2K that just came out?
22.
Blades of Steel.
Yeah, NBA 22 just came out on Game Pass.
NHL, yeah.
And NHL is going to come out as well. That's insane because I like hockey. I like basketball as well. So it's awesome.
You like curling too, don't you?
I do too. I do.
Of
We
all
got
the
Loot
sports on the planet.
River is a day one release on Game Pass, and if you don't know what that is,
Speak
let me
on
play
it.
Played a little trailer here. It's kind of like an 8-bit. What do you call it?
No, I'm gonna go
Zelda
64,
Zelda.
man.
Is it a roguelike?
Yeah, I'm glad
that
that Tech's
game.
repping it because it's pretty good. Yeah, I heard about it. I think it's pretty good.
So that one looks pretty fun. That's Loot River right there. So
That's cool.
and Spike, it says the demo was pretty dope. So he said you got to check it out. So
Okay.
I'll definitely check it out. Again, this is just releasing and it's coming to Game Pass on day one, and it's available now. It's available now. So
Ooh.
check it out.
Say the name.
It's
Say
pretty
the
cool.
name again, Tech. Say the name again.
Loot River.
Loot River. Yeah, I thought he
And
said that other one that I want to play.
Ain't
What's
there
this?
another one? What's that one
Yeah,
game
I'ma
called?
wait.
Rogue 2 or something that just came out?
We're getting
Sick.
there to. I'm going through all the games in a minute.
Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna wait.
So this is Loot River. It's out on Game Pass right now. It just came out, so check it out if you can. If you're not into it, just check it out for the fun of it. And if you don't like it, just delete it. No regrets when it comes to Game Pass.
It barely
Unless you
takes
have crap
place.
internet.
That looks okay. That does look dope, though. Did
It
you see
looks
that last
dope.
boss?
Yeah. The whole time I'm just quiet watching. It looks dope. I
All
had
right,
no
the
idea.
next one I think everybody's heard of. Trek to Yomi.
This is the one that's been getting all the press.
This is the one that gained a press. We thought it was a PlayStation exclusive, and it turns out not to
Why'd
be.
you think that? They announced it on Xbox first.
I'm sorry. I guess I didn't see it. But
Bring
anyways.
the horns out. Bring the
I know.
horns out.
Oh,
Ultra combo.
Actually, I think some PlayStation fans were talking about it before it was announced on the Xbox.
Aha, there you
whatever
go.
They showed it.
see?
Some PlayStation.
They
fans
don't
were talking
count.
about it. So they
Uh-huh.
tried to claim. So of course, PlayStation fans, they tried to claim, credit. And it looks a lot like that other game that they actually do have exclusive with the
Tsushima.
yeah, Tsushima. So yeah, so a lot of people looking forward to this, particular Xbox fans, because they want to compare this to that, even though clearly that's not this type of game. But
Speak
you know what
on it.
reminds me of? You know the game this really reminds me of when I look at the combat system, right? It was on PlayStation 1. It was made by Square, and the name escapes me. Samurai something. Right?
Samurai
Because-
Jack.
No. It was basically one hit kill for you or your enemy. Like, if you slash somebody the right way, that's it. They're done. But same thing could happen to you. No. It was a 3D
No.
It was a 3D game. I think it was by Square. It was some kind of samurai game. But this looks just like that, where the combat is such that where if you get hit the wrong way, that's it for your life. You got to start over, basically.
Well, you know what this reminds me of? The way it's kind of shown is Batman Origins. I don't know if you've seen that one.
It was called Bushido Blade.
Yeah,
that was an old game back in the day.
It reminds me of that.
Back, bro. You took it back.
Yeah, he did. It reminds me of that game we just got finished playing, the Song of Iron. That's what it kind of looks like with a different like lighting, where it's just side scrolling.
Every time he slashes somebody, where he hits their arm and all of a sudden they're all messed up, right? Even though they're still alive, they're basically dead. But the same thing could happen to you, it seems like, because they never show you a time when he gets hit and then he can still fighting. If he gets cut, that's it. So the difficulty on this one might be up there. This could be like our seafood in terms of the difficulty.
So anybody watching that, if you're not aware, it's coming to Day Pass on day 1 in 2 days. So May 5th, it's when it comes out. So
it's on cloud.
It's already pre-installed.
Yep.
Man, you telling me it's coming out the same day Doctor Strange drops his movie in theaters?
Oh, yep.
So you watch that movie, then you come home and you play a dope game. That's gonna be a good
Facts.
The next one we got that's coming out also on May 5th, day 1 on Xbox Game Pass is Citizen Sleeper. I've never heard of it, so we're all gonna watch this.
Legend of Kage 2020. Wow.
There we go.
Kage. Here's a game I don't know nothing about.
I know nothing about this game. This is the first time I'm watching it, so this is something that probably is not for me. Just looking at it right now.
Trailer. Yeah, I saw the trailer. Last weekend they had the indie showcase. In case you guys haven't watched it, it was a great indie showcase on YouTube. I'll give you the link text so you can put it in the thing in case you guys haven't seen it. Oh my God, that was like E3 a little bit early. I think it was last week. That showcase was buck wild, and this game was on there. It looked pretty interesting. It's not for me, but yeah, interesting looking game.
Yeah, somebody will be interested in it. That's for sure.
There's something for everyone, but it's a hard pass for me.
Good try.
Diverse catalog of games in Game Pass, so I'm sure it's for somebody out there.
Yeah,
and again, it's coming out May 5th on Game Pass and available for everybody.
Microsoft, I have one request for you, Microsoft. Please put a beat 'em up on Game Pass. Put 2 beat 'em ups on Game Pass. For the love of mercy, please.
On the 5th, we're gonna lose Streets of Rage 4. You need something to replace it, man.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask y'all. I mean, what do y'all want?
Oh, well, there's one game I have on my.
These nuts.
It's supposed to come to PC, PlayStation.
Ultra combo.
Well, definitely want that, but to replace Streets of Rage more specifically, I guess you're asking, right?
Right. Like, well, because y'all asked for a beat 'em up.
Final Vendetta would be a great beat 'em up. I don't know if that's on Xbox.
Realist act like he mad about that. I feel a lot of heat coming off from over there.
Yo, man, Streets of Rage 4 is leaving Game Pass. I'm pissed off about that too, even though I own it elsewhere.
That's our realist beat 'em up game we got. It's leaving Game Pass.
Final Vendetta.
Well, I mean, I've been playing Streets of Rage since I was 12.
Right.
You know.
There you go. Yeah, Battletoads if you want to beat 'em up game.
So my thing is, what's your problem? What's your problem, realist?
I don't have a problem. I just really want like you guys want something to replace it, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head that like would be a good replacement.
Facts.
And so he brought up Final Vendetta, so I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind if Capcom rebooted Final Fight.
They should, right?
Yeah, man. Facts, bro.
All right. Next one up.
It's on Xbox.
Next one up. I can't say the name. Danganronpa 2.
I think you did a good job.
I am not into these Japanese games, but I'm trying, and I'm playing Danganronpa right now.
Danganronpa, is that what it's called?
It's a good story, man. And for us to get that's big. That's big for the weebs, man.
Listen to realists talk about a story.
Bro, I'm trying. Hey, look. I've not played a JRPG since Final Fantasy VII. That turned me off from RPGs, period, until I learned about Morrowind and the difference in RPGs.
Man. That was a quarter century ago, man. Come on, let it go. Let go.
Hey, then you're not listening to me. I just tried it, man. Like I'm playing Danganronpa right now. I bought Shin Megami Tensei. We've got those
This is
games. Tech ran through all of them. What are they called? Yakuza.
This is
Captain
emotional
Full
right
Body.
now, Sick.
Okay.
This is an emotional moment.
I feel proud.
I feel proud of him.
I feel
Yeah,
proud.
so yeah, I'm trying to get into that. That's what I've been playing, and I've been playing that game that they've been bragging about for years. Persona. I've been
Now
playing
you
Persona 5.
Now you just need to get Scarlet Nexus, bro. Come on.
And I told you earlier that I'm gonna buy that because I don't think I'll get to it by the time it leaves Game Pass.
Well, you should buy it
You're
on
making
Game
me
Pass.
You're making me so proud.
Off. That's Game Pass.
Yeah, he's making me so proud.
There's
All
only
right.
one thing. There's only one thing I didn't like about Scarlet Nexus. One thing is that in between the episodes is all that talking in the little room. That's the only.
That's the thing. That's the thing about those games. It's about the narrative and the story more than anything else. So, like the fans of those types of games appreciate that type of thing.
But
if you play Danganronpa, there is next to zero action. It's all just reading and making decisions.
Tech just didn't know how to keep mash button, man, and speeding through all of that talk. He didn't know no better.
All right,
or increase the text speed.
Yeah.
Okay, I put the leak for Final. I'm sorry, for Final Vendetta in the chat. It's supposed to come out in June. It's supposed to be on everything, including Xbox. I hope it come to Game Pass, but I kind of doubt it.
And now the next one that's coming out on Game Pass May 10th, day one. Eiyuden Chronicle?
I think you said that right.
Eiyuden
Chronicles.
Yeah. So that's coming out May 10th, day one on Game Pass. So, man, a lot of games coming out on Game Pass, man. A bunch of variety.
Yeah, man. Different type of games that nobody would even know about if it wasn't for Game Pass.
Bro, without Game Pass, there's so many games I wouldn't even give it a shot.
See,
like nobody can ever tell me anything bad about Game Pass because like I get my money's worth.
Steam did that on the PC side, but what Game Pass is doing way exceeds that on Steam. Because Steam, it's hard to find it. There are great games on Steam that you'll never know about because nobody is pushing it. The platform isn't pushing those games, so you have to talk to other people who know about games, and it's things like curators and stuff. But on Game Pass with Xbox, they are doing the heavy lifting to advertise and showcase these games all the time. Like, look at this right here. I wasn't even focused on this. Now I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, I might just try it off a GP.
Yeah.
And you should, because a lot of these games they hit the market and get ignored.
Yeah,
they get buried. They get buried beneath AAA and quadruple A titles, and you get people out there that won't play it if it doesn't look real.
Yeah,
so Game Pass is perfect for this low risk type of gaming.
Yeah.
Oh, hey neighbor. You just got back from running? Yeah. Hey, I was curious.
Neighbor.
Have you heard of Game Pass before? Oh man. Hey. Oh, you have? Oh yeah. You're thinking about? Listen, man, $9.99 a month, or you can upgrade to Ultimate, $14.99 a month. You have an Xbox, right? I didn't even know that, man.
But it's about to go up to 20.
I'm about to give you my gamer tag, man. Yeah.
Man, don't. Oh, we got Ray G4. He's sliding through.
What up, homie, man?
You know, I don't even want to talk to Ray G4, man, because he's still sliding through.
He's just sliding through.
Because he slides the
whole
home
make no
base
sense
on
to talk to him because he gone already.
Wow.
But yeah, so this is coming out. I think I said May 10th on Game Pass. So if you're into that kind of games, I'm gonna check it out because I like these sites.
What game is this right here, Tech?
Eiyuden Chronicles.
Eiyuden.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I tried to play that other game that everybody was hyping about. Looks like a pop-up book. It's in Game Pass. I can't.
Tunic? Is it Tunic?
Say it again.
Tunic. Is it Tunic? The game.
No, not Tunic. It's a Japanese game. I'll look.
Like a pop-up. Okay, that's cool.
Now here's another one that's coming out on May 10th also, and this one's been out for a while already. It's a title that's I think it's won a lot of awards and people just been enjoying it and raving about it. But it's gonna come down. It's the final cut, and this war is mine.
Oh yeah, this War of Mine. Yeah, that game is that game's on cell phones. It's everywhere. It's a good game.
Yeah. So I haven't checked that myself, but hey, why not on Game Pass, right? And that one's coming out on May 10th. So a lot of games are coming out within the next.
What kind of game is it? Because all I see is the logo here.
It's like a side scroller type of game.
Is it like that game that Unreal did, the Epic did on the Xbox, Shadow Chronicles? I think it was something like that. It looks a lot like that. Is it like that?
I'm not sure.
It's a game in my head that I can't think of right now. Where like you can see the whole world. It's got like levels that you can. Kind of reminds you like, okay, the best I can think of is like Kung Fu. You climb a ladder and you go down that level and you do what you need to do. It's like you can see. It's like imagine a house and then you can see everything. Yeah. Man, there's a game in my head better than that one. Hold on.
My friend Pedro. Like that.
I don't know that one.
Oh, the one with the murderers, right? And it's a sequel to it too, right? Oh, not a murderer. He's a hitman. Shit, I have it on Steam. Let me look at my Steam. I'll probably find it. God. Hotline Miami.
He's a soldier.
Oh, God, I want to say Hotline Miami. It's a top-down game where you're in a house and you have, execute people and then leave.
Yeah.
I recommend it. I played it on my phone years ago.
So yeah, it's supposedly won a lot of awards. It got a lot of good reviews on it. So I've never checked it out just because you know how it goes. Many other games are always in play first before
the backlog, else. Man, is infinite.
The backlog, yeah.
Microsoft's money isn't, but the backlog is.
Yeah. So this is the War of Mine, the complete version. So it's called the Final Cut or Final Cut, and it'll be ready for Game Pass on the 10th. So whoever's watching, look into it. And like I said earlier, NHL 22 is coming out May 12th, and NBA 2K22 is already in Game Pass via EA Play. So if you like those two sports, go download it right now. So good stuff from Game Pass as always. They never disappoint. I don't think they've had a really bad month at all, have they?
Well, a lot of people say last month wasn't strong, but I found some games I wanted to play.
Yeah.
They've dropped a lot of games. It's pretty solid.
Big and small.
Yeah, they wide variety. Everything's good.
So the next thing I want to talk about, and it's something that I experienced earlier this week, and he came into the party late when I showed him because he had a hard time looking for this thread. And this is something that it doesn't bother me. It's just like, why can't people let others just enjoy what they prefer? And this has nothing to do with Sony fans. This has to do with PC people. PC elitist is what we call them.
Yes, the elitists. They're different.
Did somebody drop off here?
Yeah, it looks like illegal dropped off.
It's PC elitist. And why do I say that? Well, on the other day, I posted a simple comment about Far Cry because I was about to start it. I think it was on Saturday or Friday. And I just said, hey, I'm going to start Far Cry 6. Cannot wait to get into the story. I'm going to have a great time playing on the Xbox Series S because it's going to look exclusively better and play smoother on the Xbox Series X. And sure enough, somebody got triggered, and it turns out to be a PC guy. And he started just ranting. Why am I saying what I'm saying? He didn't like the fact that I was boasting what I was saying about the Xbox Series, saying that everything I'm saying is BS, and that I should try PC gaming. And I told the guy, I'm in IT. I've played on PC before. I don't really care about PC gaming because the last thing I want to do after being on a PC all day and messing with servers is gaming on a PC. You know, his argument was that you get to do a lot more. He's trying to convince me of things that I already know. And I'm like, dude, I know this already. I guess I wasn't willing to concede to say, hey, you know what? PC is superior than console. rather than me just holding my ground and saying, you know what, Xbox Series X is superior to everything else.
Okay, here's the thing about all of that. Like, and you know, because I definitely don't like when people like to box me in as the PC guy, because then they just like they're not listening to my words if I want to say something about something. So what I want to say about this, as a dude who's known as the PC person in the group, right?
Yeah.
Like, I could see this coming a mile away, but what surprised me was that it was a PC person who came up after you instead of a PlayStation guy, right?
Yeah.
Yet and still, when you think about it, not so surprising in hindsight, because what you said was about the best experience hardware-wise, so that implies that the Xbox Series S outperforms all other platforms.
Yes.
And this PC dude got upset about that because technically that would be the PC, I guess. But here's the thing about it, and so I try to put into the heads of console dudes all the time, and I say console dudes as people who identify as such and don't want to play on nothing else because they don't want the complication or headaches or whatever they say about PC, which I understand fully. Because as a PC dude myself, Tech, I don't work in IT. You work in IT? I don't work in IT. But I don't want to come home to work on a PC. I use my PC for entertainment purposes, okay? And, for a couple other things here and there, but mainly for my own entertainment, right? No, not that. I have women for that, okay? But I'm just saying, for my own entertainment, I rock PC. I play PC game. But here's the thing. And you see what Emmanuel A1 is saying? That's a perception made also by console dudes who jumped into PC and then tried to use that whole console mentality with PC against other console dudes. Most actual PC dudes,
hello,
they don't even care. You're not even on their radar to have seen what you said to be insulted by it. They just don't care that much. I guarantee you. That's a console dude who converted to PC because his console of choice just isn't doing it for him anymore. Maybe it was last year with the Xbox or currently with the PlayStation or Nintendo in generations past. I don't know who offended him. And
hey, Sid, can I ask you a question?
And our host just left.
Uh-oh. Are you serious?
Yeah. Right before you said that.
Game over.
Yep, it's over. Hey, damn.
Yeah.
Tech, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I gotta ask you a question. When has 120 frames per second at 4K been something to slouch about? Never. Because I remember when PC gamers used to brag about playing games at 60 frames a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember when they would talk about 100 and 120. So I said, okay, what is your monitor? 1080p? Okay. Well, you know that latency is the golden law of PC gaming. There's no way you can game at a higher visual than your frame rate if your monitor cannot support it, right? This stuff is funny. So if you're gonna pay $3,000 for something, right? You can pay that and get your whole rig. That's just the whole rig. That's the computer experience. Keyboard, that ain't even your monitor. Right? That's the ultimate rig. You go buy you a monitor, okay, you set. Most games that you play are not going to sit at 144 hertz at ultra 4K.
Not all games, but some can. Some can. As long as you put the money into it to get the hardware that can. But see, my point was
that's where the money. Right.
But my point is, okay, some dude got insulted enough to speak out against it and went in, right?
Okay,
it wasn't just
back.
one place, and Tech came at the perfect point. It wasn't just one thing that he said in response to Tech. It was a whole litany of crap. Like, you got insulted enough to say all of that. I promise you, this is not a PC person. Most PC gamers, none of y'all have ever met. They don't give two at all. They too busy. They just focus on what they're doing. Not every PC gamer has a $3,000 rig. Some spent $650 and they're on old tech because that's
Capping.
what they need.
Yeah,
But they're
sick,
not capping.
sick
But they're not capping on Twitter saying nothing about nothing. It's
Right,
console dudes who talk that about PC gamers. And not that such PC gamers do not exist. They do. And they talk that talk and all of that, and and console gamers have gotten salty about it. But I guarantee you, whoever said that to Tech was a former console gamer who's now up on PC, and that's the new thing he has to say.
And the
now.
reason why Sick is talking, because just like what I said, Xbox has a language, PC gamers have a language, and what Sick is basically saying is, I didn't relate to that language. I know he's not a real PC gamer. Bottom line, that's what he's basically saying.
Bottom line, because console gamers used to talk about, oh, you have 60 hertz. I don't care about that. I have this until they had 60 hertz, right? And then PC has 20 hertz. But now console has 120 hertz.
My thing, Sick, was at this point, there should be no PC gamer ragging any console gamer that can perform a game at 4K 120 or 4K,
Not anymore.
4K 60.
Not
Right.
anymore.
So the fact that he would even come at Tech, because I went there and I you know, man, Tech's my homie. I was bored. So when y'all kept saying it, I couldn't find it at first. So I asked Tech, what are y'all talking about? I can't see it. So when he showed it to me, I came in and threw some pie at him, you know. But it's just silly, man, because I'm like, look, no one's going to debate that if you have a PC that you can't get to the ultimate experience. The point is, you have to get there. Just because I've been saying it for years. PC gaming doesn't make you ultimate just because it's PC gaming. You have to get to that point.
You gotta spend that bread.
You gotta spend that money. Unlike me, I can get at a great point without spending that money.
That's right.
But look, man, when you spend that money, man, you need to let everybody know about it. It's like people don't go buy Bentleys and not go drive around on Saturdays. So it's like, so these guys get these high-end computers and they go run on Twitter trying to talk down on anybody they can. But you notice, Tech, I asked the dude what was he running, Tech, and he didn't have an answer.
There you go.
And I'm not surprised in the least, because that's a console convert, right? But here's the thing. Here's what's unfortunate about this person.
Man, what the hell?
That person probably should have spent all that money he spent on a PC, providing he really did, right? Because all evidence is starting to say he didn't, had spent that on some therapy. Because if you spend that much money on something that you have to go around and tell everybody about it and knock down everybody else who doesn't have it, you got problems a lot more than what you wasted your money on, bro.
And you know what, Tech? And Sick and Realist, and Sammy, what's so funny about all of this is that, to use a Realist analogy, right? Why would anybody need to know that you spent money if you're riding around in a Bentley, if you're riding around in a Maybach, right? Of course you spent money. We can see it.
Right. You don't need to tell anybody.
You don't have to tell nothing.
Insecure. Right. Yo, shout out to Flip Money when he caught Chris Hart with his girl situation. Still hilarious to this day. But hey, man, you're so insecure you have to talk about it. That means you don't got it like that. If you had it like that, you wouldn't be talking about it. You just got it.
No, I can't say that, man. I can't say that because, like, I've been around a whole bunch of guys, right? I ride bikes, all right? And if I go ride on the bike trail and there's this guy who spent $6,000 on his bike, he's got to let me know. He's got to tell me about it. I can't just say nice bike. He's got to tell me all about that bike because everybody's proud of what they buy. But he didn't crap on me because I drove a bike or I rode a bike that wasn't $6,000.
But that's the difference. See, you can have pride all you want. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you shit on someone else for it. That's the problem. That's the key part. You're very right about that. That's what the difference is.
Yeah, the guy was just being a total asshole and
Did we lose him again? He's frozen. His internet must be bad because he was saying crap before when his screen was frozen. Oh, deals with gold has a major sale going again. Ooh. Oh, snap, I wasn't muted. Hello? Oh, we hear you now. It was waiting on you. Can you hear us? Oh, man. Yo, what's the weather like down there in Texas? Is it really bad? Yo, Lee.
Nah, I mean it could be windy.
Just saw legal on camera right there, real quick. Technical difficulties, folks. I don't know what really to say.
Well, I mean, it'd be crazy if we're still talking, but nobody else can hear. But I know legal. He and legal. So yeah, Tech's still here, but legal dropped.
Yeah.
But we're still talking.
He said peace. He said peace.
Don't forget,
Forza
there he is. Horizon 5, Cinco de Mayo. Make sure you guys take your selfies and everything with your cars on Cinco de Mayo and hook it up to the Forza Twitter.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah, so don't forget Cinco de Mayo. Get on Forza Horizon 5, even on Game Pass for free there.
Did you say Cinco de Mayo? Did you say
Yeah, but
Mayo
he's
like Mayo?
Canadian, man. He don't live in Mexico like
man.
us.
Hey, bro.
They're coming up for 3 days.
Yo, you finna get something started over there, Sid.
Hey,
I mean, realist?
Cinco de Mayo.
Realist, you stupid.
He's in Canada,
No.
man. We live in Mexico.
Yeah. But look, yeah, you better get it right, Sammy. You my boy. You dare you say Mayo. How dare you say
Make me
Mayo?
want a sandwich.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
can hear you,
English is my
Jeez, man,
third
I'm having
language. My bad.
bad connections.
Yeah, I
Hey,
can
did you
tell
guys know about what he was talking about as far as the Cinco de Mayo and the Forza? You got Forza Horizon Mayo,
That's an American
and then
thing.
Zing.
Typo.
So yeah, he
That's
was
an
saying
American
something about
thing.
an event on Cinco de Mayo for Forza Horizon.
They're celebrating.
Yeah,
and
no
so
doubt, they
get
celebrating.
Get in your whips and
I'm gonna bring out my lowrider.
Oh, right, because the game
Facts.
takes place in Mexico.
Bro, they
Right,
should
right.
give us
Yeah.
lowriders, man.
Right, and they just released the exclusive,
put
another
lowriders and
exclusive
taco
20th
trucks.
anniversary.
Taco
They
truck.
just did another paint job with the 20th anniversary on some kind of ride. I can't remember what it was though.
Yo, man, in this era of cancel culture, man, if they did low riders, and just the low riders alone, I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of people, plus PlayStation fanboys, who's gonna go and and toss fuel to that fire on top of that, right?
They're just mad because they won't have them.
Right.
I'm just glad we lived through that era, yo.
Cancel
We lived through the low rider
culture
era, man.
group would be around to kind of kill that.
Right.
That's right.
Duh.
Yo, my man TEKNOBLAST, you remember them El Caminos, famo? Come on.
Oh yeah, man. I lived in Houston, man. I know all
We
this.
lived through that. Facts. We lived through all of that, man. I'm glad. I remember the low rider magazines, and then they got so popular.
I
They
used to
promoted
go
the low.
every
out here in the East Coast.
every
remember a lot of
weekend. We
that.
would go to some Southeast Park over by Telephone Road and 45, and there'll be like a car show, pretty much.
Stop it! They don't be hitting my switches.
Tech's the only dude I know. He's the only Mexican I know that was in the black hoods looking for black girls.
Nuh-uh.
Hey man.
That's right.
Hey man. He has good taste. What can I say?
All right. My connection is getting really bad. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I guess
Yeah,
it'll be
we
a
hear
good
you.
time to shut it down here just because of this reason. So,
Hey, Tech, I have fun.
Any
man.
last-
Oh,
Thanks
man.
for having me, brother. Thanks for having me.
any last
Absolutely.
words? I'm
Yeah,
actually working.
thanks for having me, Tech.
Man, I'm actually working off my my hotspot on my phone, so that's what I'm doing right now.
Boo.
I know. So,
I'm in the
last words from
woods.
everybody?
Nah, man, everybody game on, man. Take care, man. Thanks for the invite again.
Sammy
For real.
V, this is the first time he's come on here, so thank you very much for showing up, man.
Thank you very much for having me on the show. I had a blast this evening, and
Yeah, it's
happy
fun.
gaming to everybody.
All right, man. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Stick with the Mayo, man. Don't forget I got 3 languages.
All right, guys. Well, let's end it. Everybody, again, thank you for showing up. Everybody in the chat
Play
box,
games,
thank
not
you for
Twitter.
participating. It's always fun,
Facts.
more fun when everybody's talking in the chat room. So
Yes, sir.
until then, we'll be back next Tuesday night for whoever can make it next Tuesday night, and we'll keep it going. All right,
Lord
guys.
willing, man, we're going to all be up in there. Even Sammy.
That's
He can
right.
tell us all about his Cinco de Mayo.
All of that. You have your-
Oh,
Never living that down.
And I'm
I'll
going to
see
go
you
watch
guys.
Doctor Strange 2 tomorrow night. So Woohoo!
Nah, man, I'm be playing Trek to Yumi.
That's right.
Ah, good choice. Good choice.
That season 2 Halo, don't forget that. Get on that game.
Yeah, don't forget that. And check out your Game Pass games that are coming soon. So don't forget that either. All right, guys. Good night, everybody.
Games
Thank you,
are
everybody,
coming
again.
fast.
Good night,
We're
please.
out of here.
Come get 'em on